welcome back. I'm Lady Beauty and I'm so excited because today we're going to be tackling that gorgeous girl next door, flawless, effortless, classic look. Now, this look can sometimes be a little bit difficult because it may be hard to not overdo it and sometimes in some cases underdo it. So, moving right along. There are 4 key parts to a flawless look. The first one is skin, conceal, eyes, lips. Okay, so let's start off with the skin. You need to start off with a clean face. Make sure it is cleansed. Okay, you need clean skin. You don't want to have clogged pores. You don't want to get raised bumps and any flaky skin. All that, wash it away. Maybe even exfoliate for a very nice, flawless makeup application. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and moisturize. Now, depending on your skin type, if you have dry skin, go ahead and use a more cream-based moisturizer. I like to use a gel one due to the fact my skin is oily. So be very gentle when you're rubbing this in. Do not be too harsh. Okay. Now that that's done, I personally like to use a facial spray. That is not required, so I'm going to go ahead and use my My Beautees skincare. This is actually the aloe, cucumber, and green tea face spray. That's just to hydrate my skin. It's like giving it a nice big glass of water before I start my makeup. Okay. So, another part of the skin, besides having clear skin, which equals flawless skin, you need to prime. Prime makes your makeup become long-lasting, helps to blur imperfections, and really just give your makeup that extra oomph. It helps the makeup stick to the skin. I don't think stick is the right word, but adhere to the skin. So let's move right along. This is a primer from Urban Decay called the Quick Fix. I like to use a nice priming spray before I actually get into using my primer. And this is just real refreshing and it smells so good, like coconut. Alright, so depending on your skin type, the type of look we're going for is a very dewy, natural dewy, not so much luminous, but just a natural dewy look. So if you do have dry skin for this look, you would go ahead and use a like luminous dewy primer that is long lasting, as well as a luminous foundation. Now for you people like me that have oily skin and that loomy combo leaves you separated and yucky, have no fear. I have the perfect combination for you, I promise. Okay, so what you would do is you're going to use your favorite matte primer that's going to lock it in, keep it long lasting, and no, it will not separate. So take your matte primer, in my case, all you dry skin gals and guys, go ahead and use your Lumi. You know what you're doing. So this is the YSL Matte Touche. Okay. So you don't need much. That will just clog your pores and that is a no-no. So just apply this where it's needed and you don't need very much at all. Okay. Now that is spread out. Now, again, for the oily skin people, you're going to go ahead and use your matte and then use a luminous foundation. So today I'm going to be using the Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Luminous Foundation. Okay, and I use this in shade Vanilla. And what I will do is put some onto my finger and put little dots all around. Okay, now that I have gotten enough spots over my face, as you can see, to where I'm satisfied with the coverage, I will take a beauty blender, sponge, brush, whatever you feel comfortable with and like to use at home. Let me wet mine real quick. Ooh, let me get a towel. This can get messy. I keep a squirt bottle nearby, which is very handy. You guys have no idea. I really suggest it, especially if you are a beauty blender user like I am. I love them. Okay. Go ahead and take your sponge and blend out all of that. Do not go underneath the eye with the foundation. Okay, so now that that foundation is spread out, those of you that feel like your skin is just too oily, you can't deal, you just can never do luminous foundation, go on ahead and use your matte foundation. It will not ruin the look in the least bit. Alright, so in this type of look, I like to use a brightening concealer underneath my eyes, on my forehead, and along my nose and chin. Now, as you can see, I have a few problematic areas, and that I will take, this is the Better Skin concealer from Maybelline. So I just am going to apply that to my areas that need to be concealed just a little bit better. I know, it gets aggravating. Alright. So those areas are concealed. And now I'm going to take my brightener. This is going to help highlight the face and really start to bring some definition into our face. It will not just be flat anymore. You're going to go ahead and take your beauty blender. Now that your concealer and your lighter concealer, you don't have to use exactly a brightening concealer. It could be a shade lighter than what you normally use. Alright. Underneath the eye. Now, one very important rule is to blend until it hurts. And that is funny and it's a joke in a way, but it's also not. You want to make sure you have blended, and even if you think you have blended enough, I promise you, you have not. As you can see right now, my skin is looking very luminous and bright in these areas. Okay? That's exactly what we're going for. Moving along, the eyes. We have finished the conceal part 2, which is the foundation, the concealer, covering up any under eye problems, redness, bumps, all that is gone, and you have a luminous, beautiful complexion. Okay, now for the eyes, you want something simple but intriguing. You want long lashes, natural looking thick brows, nothing square and boxy and Instagram like, okay, and a brown or white liner. Now also with the eyeshadow, you're going to want to go and do a contour look, and we're going to do all that together, so calm down if you're not understanding anything that I'm saying. It's okay, we're going to do this together. So we should start off with the eyeshadow. That is the biggest part of all this, and I like to use my concealer as my base. If you like to use a primer, go on ahead and do it, because sometimes I like to use one too. But due to the fact we're not doing a heavy eye look, I'm going to skip the primer part. Alright, so I'm going to start off. This is the Morphe 350M palette, 350M palette. I'm going to use a vanilla shade and just dust that all over the eye. Just kind of set that concealer in. Alright. Now, this is, like I said, just a contour look. So you're going to start off with a light taupey color. Almost maybe more like a nude shade. And just go into the crease. And I want that you do that on both sides. Alright, now that I've got that, now I just need to blend this out. And you're going to go back over your eyelids with a vanilla shade again to clean up any areas that got that taupey colors on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean this up. Alright, so the next big step is the lashes. Now, normally I love using the cat winged liner, but this is a girl next door natural kind of look, so we're just going to go with mascara. So I like to use very lengthening mascara, such as the Supersizer by CoverGirl and the Roller Lash by Benefit. Alright, so go ahead and curl your lashes. I like to curl my lashes pre and post mascara. I hear people say you shouldn't do it after applying mascara, but I can't help it. I like to. So I'm taking my Supersizer by CoverGirl, and I always clean off the wand rather well. Now go ahead and curl one more time. This is it. Be very careful. And after I curl both the lashes, I just hold them for about 5 seconds, if that aside. Now that all the lashes are separated and not clumped together, and I have my eye contour going on, we need to get into the brows. Okay, I'm going to take a dip brow. This is from Makeup Revolution, and a brow pencil. And I'm just going to do however you're used to doing your brows. Feel free, but I like to do a more thick brow, which is not so boxy as well. Maybe a few little sparse hairs in the front drawn on, and you're good to go. Okay, now that the brows are completed, my last step for the brows is I like to take a fluffy brush and a little bit of highlighter or shimmery eyeshadow. Just a like crystally vanilla shimmer, and just apply right under the eyebrow arch. Okay? Right under the arch, and take a little bit into the corner of the eyes. Now that really will make the eyes pop, okay? Now we're finishing up with the eyes. The last step for the eyes will be the white or light or dark brown liner. Now I decided to go with the nude shade because this works just as well as the white, but just a little bit more calm. We're only at one more step until we've completed our Girl Next Door Glam. Alright, so let me set this with my favorite setting spray, Skindinavia Bridal, the makeup finishing spray. Shake it up. I overdo it, always with this. But I will tell you, my makeup has not smudged, moved, went nowhere, came back, nothing. And I work in a fast-paced food restaurant environment where before that setting spray, no matter what I use, Urban Decay All Nighter, Boscia white charcoal matte setting spray, nothing would work. It would move, separate, and be gone within a few hours. So for the last one, you can either use a light pink, a light pink or a nude matte, or just a clear pink gloss, or a clear gloss. Now I'm going to go with the light pink matte. Alright, now that was also, sorry guys, that was Baby Doll from the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipsticks. They're so pretty, but only downfall is a lot of them look the same. Finishing touches, we're going to go ahead and take a blush from the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in shade Light Rose. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blush brush and just pounce it right on there. And just go from the apples of the cheeks up. And I do it a couple of times just to make sure that I have a nice rosy glow. Oh, blush really can make all the difference in a look, I promise. And just a dab of highlighter, not very much in this look. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the gorgeous Glam Girl Next Door classic, flawless, no makeup, everyday look. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is one of those looks that is just so well put together and so classy and just timeless and for any day, anytime, all the time look. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do. Please make sure you're subscribed. I'd love to see you back next time. Almost dropped my mirror. Love to see you back next time. Oh, and check out my Instagram, Lady Beauty, LADYBEAUTEE _makeup. Alright, y'all. See you next time.